Hey everyone, welcome to a book haul. I haven't done one in like a month and a half, but I have a ton of paperbacks to show you guys that I've bought and received from publishers as well. Before I get to those books though, you guys may remember that I put up videos from the Romance Author Reader event, and it was my book haul and swag haul from there. There were two books that I forgot to show you guys. Well, one that I totally forgot to show you, and the next one was what the author had to cancel quite last minute, but she had like a box at the event and you could put a book in and she would sign it and send it back to you. So I did that, and the book that I put in was Fall from Windy Place by Samantha Young. Samantha Young's obviously from Scotland, so I think she lives like really quite close to Edinburgh, I think. So I put this one in the box and Samantha signed it and sent it back to me. So I was really excited because I already had the first two books in the series signed, and I was really happy that I got the chance to get this one signed because I don't have the third one in paperback, but I have that one. So yeah. And the next book was the Fixed Trilogy by Laurel and Page. I know, how did I forget to show you this one, right? It's huge. So yeah. But this one's signed as well. So those are the two that I forgot to show you. So now we can go on to the books that I bought. So I'm going to start with the ones that I got from publishers. The first one is Harder by Robin York. I was in the UK blog tour for this book. So we received paperbacks for review purposes, and they also sent us up a hardbound copy, but they actually sent us this first because the finished paperbacks were taking longer than expected to arrive, so they sent us a hardbound copy. So not a ton of people have this, which is super cool. And then they sent us a finalised copy as well, which was super nice of them. And that one is from Picus, which is an imprint of Little Brown Book Group. The next book I got was the Mill River Redemption by Darcy Chan. This one releases on the 26th of August. I have read it. The publisher also sent me an ebook of it, an e-adventure copy of it as well, and I actually read that, and then they sent me a paperback, which I wasn't expecting, so that was really nice of them. And I think I gave this book 4 stars. Yeah, it was weird, but it was not my typical book, but I did enjoy it once I started getting into it. So yes, I'm really excited that I have a finished copy of it. The next book the publisher sent me up was The Baron Next Door by Erin Knightley. And I'm reading it just now. I'm almost, hopefully, I would say, maybe about halfway through it. But yeah, this isn't my typical book that I would pick up on my own. But the publisher sent me it, so I'm going to read it and review it. I'm getting through it slowly but surely. So yeah, and this one releases on the 30th of September. So I have it quite a bit early. So yeah. The next book the publisher sent me, and the final book, is The Best of Me by Nicholas Sparks. I'm on the UK blog tour for this book, for the sort of release of the movie and the new cover for the book, which matches the movie. And yeah, I'm really happy I actually got this cover, because we were supposed to get the one with the movie, but they didn't have them in yet and they wanted to get them sent out, so they sent us these ones. But I'm really happy I have this cover because I do love it. I'm a huge fan of it, even though I do love the movie one as well. So that is all the books that I got from publishers. I'd like to say thank you to Little Brown Book Group and all the imprints for sending me these. And now it's on to the books that I bought. So the first book I bought was Sea of Shadows by Kelly Armstrong. This is the first book in the Age of Legends series. I've been dying for this book since it released. I saw it really cheap on the works, so I grabbed a copy and they had free delivery at that time, so I was really lucky. And I can't wait to dive into it because it sounds amazing. And I love the UK cover for it as well. I'm a big fan of the US cover as well though, so yeah. The next book I bought was Beautiful Oblivion by Jamie Maguire. This is the first book in the Maddox Brothers series. I read it, I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was good, but not as good as Beautiful Disaster. And obviously this is a prequel series to Beautiful Disaster. So yeah, I didn't enjoy it as much as Beautiful Disaster, but it was still a good book. And Jamie Maguire fans will go wild for it. So yeah, so I enjoyed it and I can't wait to read the next one. The next book I bought was Tattoo by Cambry Hebert. This is the, I'm probably going to get it wrong, but 8th book in the Take It Off series. I think it is. I think it's either the 7th or the 8th. It's not the 9th because that's Taste, and it's not 10 because that's, I can't remember honestly. It's either the 7th or the 8th book in the series. I love this series. It is so hot. It's perfect for anyone who loves a good contemporary series. All the books are different, have different characters, don't entwine with each other at all really. So it's perfect for someone who wants to read one but not the other in the series. And I do have the first one of this one in paperback. I don't know if the others in paperback, but this one was super cheap on Amazon. So I grabbed it as soon as I saw it for as cheap as it was. And yeah, I'm planning on getting the rest of the books in paperback eventually. Plus I love the cover for this one. So I got that one. And the next book I bought was The Gamble by Kristen Ashley. This is the first book in the Colorado Mountains series. I love this series. I'm so happy that I have this book in paperback. It was my first Kristen Ashley book that I ever read. I think I read it maybe at the beginning of the year, sort of round about that time. And I've just been an avid Kristen Ashley fan since. I mean, I can't believe it's taken me so long to read one of her books. And because I bought that one, which is the first book in the series, I also grabbed a copy of the second book, Sweet Dreams. And obviously these have been re-released in new paperbacks with new covers, because I think they signed with the publisher. So there are 6 books in the series and I'm planning on buying all 6 of them when they come out, with their new covers. So yeah, so I'm super happy that I finally started. The next book I bought was Kissing Booth by Beth Reekles. This one was actually picked up by a publisher on Wattpad. I remember actually reading a couple of chapters of this book on Wattpad years ago, and I can't believe that I'm actually, I picked it up one day in a supermarket and bought it, and then came home and discovered that I'd actually already read some of it. It has changed. I think it's changed a bit from when I read it years ago. I just vaguely remembered it. So yeah, but I'm really happy that I finally have it in paperback, and same with the publisher and things. So the next book I bought was One Night Promised by Jodie Ellen Malpass. I met Jodie at the Romance Author Reader event last month. She was really nice. I'm really gutted that this book wasn't out then, and I could have gotten her to sign it, but yeah, hopefully I'll meet her again and be able to get this copy signed. So yeah, but I am 60% through this book. I'm about 60%. I'm reading it on my Kindle. And yeah, it's an okay read so far. It's quite good actually. I'm enjoying it. And I can't wait to finish it and review it and read the next book in the series. The next book I have is The Guardian by Nicholas Sparks. I picked this one up. I'm quite a big Nicholas Sparks fan. I've read a few of his books. I've seen most of the movies of his books, and I love them all. The Guardian was just one that I picked up one day in the supermarket, and I was like, yeah, it sounds really good. There were quite a few Nicholas Sparks books there. And I was picking between a couple, and I picked this one, so I can't wait to read it because it really does sound amazing. And Nicholas Sparks is a brilliant writer, so I'm excited to read it. The next one, I think some people are going to shout at me when I show you it, but it's The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I have been putting off reading this book really for over a year probably. I just, like, when I found out that they were making a movie for it and stuff, and I was like, yeah, you know, I don't really know what the fuss is going to be about because I haven't read the book, so I don't know. But I haven't seen the film yet either. I don't plan on reading the book until I see the film because I want the film to have as big an impact on me as possible, and I don't think it will if I know what's going to happen in it. I don't actually know much about what happens in the book either, to be honest. I know it deals with cancer, but that's really it. I don't know anything else. And I cried at the trailer for the film the first time I saw it, and probably every time after. So I'm definitely going to be crying when I see the film, and probably when I read the book as well. So yes, I am saving the book for after I see the film. But yeah, I've managed to put it off for this long, so I'm sure I can hold off for longer. So the next book I bought was 50 Shades Darker by E.L. James. I've been meaning to buy this book for ages. I have 50 Shades of Grey. My sister bought it, read 10 pages, didn't like it, gave it to me. I'd already read it. I'd read the 3 books already by the time she'd bought the first one. So she gave it to me, and I've had it hidden in my cupboard ever since. Because I liked it, the 50 Shades trilogy, when I read it the first time around. But then when they released the movie trailer, I was like, I just wanted to reread the trilogy again, so I reread it and I just loved it. Like, I loved it even more the second time around. So I've been looking for these in paperback for ages, that I could get them at the cheapest price possible, because they were quite expensive in some places, and then other places they were quite cheap. So I was waiting to find the perfect place to start get them, and I did the other day actually. So I managed to grab the second book in the series, and also 50 Shades Freed, which is the third book. So I grabbed 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Freed the other day, and I got them at a really good price. So I'm loving them, and I'm so happy that I finally got all the series in paperback, because I've been dying to get them for ages, and I can't wait to see the film. I know that it's the 50 Shades trilogy is sort of like Marmite, you either love it or you hate it. But yeah, I have to admit I'm quite a big fan of it, and I don't think it's as bad as some people make out, to be honest. I've read worse books than this, to be honest. So yeah, so I grabbed 50 Shades, the rest of the 50 Shades trilogy. The last sort of things that I have to show you guys are my sort of signed ones. So the first one I have to show you is What's Left of Me by Amanda Maxlin. I won this book from the author in a giveaway on her page, and I was, so excited because I'd already read this book and loved it. It was so beautiful, and it deals with such, a hard thing. It deals with cancer. It deals with a girl with cancer, and she's telling your story and stuff, and yeah, a lot of stuff happens in it, and it's just an amazing book. So when I found out that I won, I was one of the winners. I was like, oh my god. I loved the book, and I was so happy that I've signed the paperback of it. So yeah, so it's signed. And the second book, the second book, which finishes the sort of character story, What's Left of Us, comes out next month, and I cannot wait to read it. And Amanda also sent me over bookmarks. They're so pretty. And they're signed as well, and then that's the cover for the second book. And then the back. And then finally, the last thing I have to show you guys is a creative journal, which was made by Regina Lambert of May I Design and Photography. I met Regina at Utopia in June, and she was amazing, and she was just one of my favourite cover designers ever, and to meet her was amazing. And I was going to buy one of her journals at Utopia, but she actually ran out. So I was talking to her, and she said that she would send one over to me, but she did, and I got it, and it's so beautiful. And what it says in the front is, do all things with love. Do all things with love. And then it says in the back, if you can dream it, you can do it. And all the way through it, there are inspirational quotes sort of going right through it. It's beautiful. They've been all the way through it. The cover, even the pages, all the pages are designed with ink splodges and stuff. I'm not sure if you can really see it, but they're beautiful. And Regina also signed it and wrote me a really beautiful message. So I'm so happy that I have this, and it's so beautiful and so pretty. So if you definitely see these on Amazon, or if you're at a book convention and Regina is there, I definitely recommend grabbing one of these because they're beautiful, and the perfect thing. You won't want to write in them, but I don't think I will be writing in mine, to be honest. So yeah, so I'm really happy that I have one. So I'd like to say thank you to Amanda for sending me in my runnings, and Regina for sending me a creative journal. And that is it. I got everything, I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book haul. If you have read any of the books that I haven't read, let me know what you thought. And hopefully I'll be back with another video soon. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.